Hello there. The public is losing patience with the political classes and is calling on Theresa May to get on with Brexit. Theresa May is coming under increasing pressure from a public exhausted with the whole Brexit debate, who just want her to get on with it, says Asa Bennett in the Telegraph. There's one message Theresa May has been hearing increasingly as the Brexit process has dragged on. Get on with it. Whether said by Boris Johnson or Ringo Starr, it has summed up the exasperation felt by many voters about the time spent arguing about the minutiae, he writes. And the Brexit campaign group Get Britain Out is to deliver a letter to number 10 today, endorsed by an estimated 50,000 supporters, that basically condemns the Chequers-based Brexit deal that Theresa May still insists on pursuing. Get Britain Out has already written to the PM on the 18th of July, but was disappointed to not receive a proper reply. So in this later letter, the director of Get Britain Out, Jayne Adye, said, "To receive no proper response from you to the voting public's concerns 2 weeks after we wrote to you, enclosing the many thousands of supporters' signatures to our letter, demonstrates your abject contempt for the views of the great British public. In my letter on behalf of the grassroots, I made it perfectly clear the vast majority of the public do not accept your proposed future relationship with the European Union." This new letter also carries extremely strong messages right the way through, with lines such as, "We are deeply horrified your unelected and unaccountable Remainer civil servant Ollie Robbins has more power and influence over the Brexit process than any other elected politician, and including the Brexit Minister Dominic Raab." And she ends with, "It is about time you listen to the people, Prime Minister, instead of all those Remain politicians and civil servants who surround you. Otherwise you will not be in power for very long, and we may well end up with a Jeremy Corbyn Labour-led government." Now, I find it extremely heartening to know that while the Remain backing establishment and media are out there spreading the Brexit doom and gloom froth, there is a huge upwelling of solid pro-Brexit sentiment. Now, here's a surprise. A report in The Guardian says that EU patients risk not getting vital drugs from the UK should there be a WTO Brexit. That's right. The Guardian says that something good comes out of the UK that people in the EU need that they might not get after a no-deal WTO Brexit. Pharmaceutical giant AstraZeneca has said patients in the European Union may not be able to receive vital medicines from the UK if the company does not successfully prepare for a no-deal Brexit, said the report, which went on to say, but AstraZeneca conceded that it could not guarantee it would succeed and emphasised that in its case it could be EU citizens who will be at risk because many of its drugs are manufactured and quality tested in the UK. Now, you have to remember that one of the amendments to all those Brexit bills was that Parliament forces the government to negotiate staying in the European Medicines Agency. The amendment compels ministers to take all necessary steps to strike a deal to remain part of the EU medicines framework. This, of course, would put UK medicines completely under EU control. This is not Brexit. We should by now be well on our way to having our own full medicines agency liaising with the EMA from the start to overcome these problems and ensure we get all the medicines we need without having to be joined at the political hip to do it. But it now seems that we've wasted all our time instead trying to do a Brexit while staying inside all the EU authorities, laws and agencies we can. Once again, not Brexit. Now, The Independent is running with a story about science being at risk in the UK unless we have some sort of deal. I have to remind everyone that WTO terms is also dealing and trading. Leaving the EU without a deal poses a very real threat to scientific progress, damaging innovation and the economy, the NHS and our overall future. UK science has little or nothing to gain from Brexit but plenty to lose, says the report. But then, just a paragraph or two below it says, research is international and ideas flow freely around the world, just like the scientists behind them. That's when the author lost my attention and any interest in reading on. So please let us all know what you think by leaving a comment below. Thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.